Hi everyone, good evening. So welcome to 33rd episode of the Logo Files Lounge. Uh, Today we are going to do email marketing, and we will create first email campaign and using MailChimp. This is a free tool that it, all of you. You may have heard of this free tool. This is MailChimp. We are going to use that. My suggestion is that keep trying when I'm doing this. Use the software and ask questions immediately, right? So that if you have any questions, if you face any issues, we will solve that immediately. What you need to do is that after completing this entire sessions, at the end of the session, you should be able to create a campaign and send a customized email to maybe 4 or 5 people, including me. All of you, those who have done our classes, you have your email ID, right? My email ID. So do create a campaign, send it to me, and after the session. And while doing so, if you have any questions, feel free to ask that. Dipanshi, yes, Akshay, good evening, everyone. Yes, we all are good and safe. Ishika, great. Uh, Professor Ekpinsi, good evening. Yes, Ishika, if you have any questions, please ask. So the software name is MailChimp. Yes, so Mudashar, you simply need to create, you simply have to use one email ID. I will tell you how to do that. I will tell you how to create the software. Just be ready with that so that you can create along with the session itself. Vaishali, good evening. So now let's start. I hope we all are ready and we all are here now. So we will quickly start. And Alina, good evening. Great to see you. Yes, so let's begin now. Meanwhile, keep liking the session, sharing it with your friends. It's just, you know, a technique to promote yourself. Yeah. Purvi, Purvi Kotwala, good evening. So now we will start and I will share my screen. Veer Gupta, good evening. So yes, Take Ravi, good evening. So this is the campaign. This is create your first email marketing campaign. Yes. Mutsar, I will tell you. Yes, Mutsar, you can use Gmail to create that email ID, that software, right? Good evening, Suma. Good evening. So now I will start. All of you, please keep messaging if you have any questions, and I will start the session now. Okay. So, all right. So this is the agenda today. Why email marketing? We will learn why do we use email marketing. Then we will learn. We will create first campaign using Mailchimp, and then we will look at some best practices. Yes, Deepak, Dharni, good evening, all of you. Good evening. Sorry, Pradeep, Sky Global Pradeep. Okay. Okay, so we are going to do these three things. We will be taking around 60 minutes, but as you know, if there are some questions, if there are some issues with the software, it might take some more time, but we will finish the session in 60 minutes. Um, all right. So the first one is why email marketing? Yes, why do we use it when we have, and please try to answer yourself, think and answer, when we have social media where we can target almost anybody, when we have Google ads, when people are searching and then you show your ads, when you have social media ads like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, the entire world is using, then why email? I mean, why to do it if you already have so many platforms? Any idea why do we still use email marketing? Because still it is very popular and it is done by almost every organization, including Facebook and Google. Yes, Mutsar, I will tell you, don't worry. I will include in the session itself. It is included. I will tell you. I will guide you. Yes, so why email marketing? It's more directly targeted. Yes, that is one reason, but targeting can be done through social media as well, isn't it? Anil sir, can't we do that? What could be the other reasons? Why do we use email marketing? Most widely used, this is one of the reasons. Yes, of course, because a lot of people may not be using social media, but they do use email marketing. This is emails. This is one reason. It is widely used. Almost everybody who is connected to the internet, they tend to use email ID. This is one reason. What could be other reasons? It can go very directly to the customer. Yes, Ekpensi, Professor Ekpensi, you were saying you were right, but can you be more specific? It's convenient to reach more people. Muskan is saying it's more specific and contain personalized information. Personalized information, yes, that is very important. Srishti and Muskan, absolutely. Pradeep also, yes. So this is quite personalized, right? You can send personalized messages to a large number of email users, which is not possible either on Google Ads, on the social media, or any other medium. It is not possible to directly send. So, for example, if I'm sending it to you, hi Pradeep, how are you? That can only be done through email marketing, not through Facebook or Google Ads, right? Um, Dharni, yes, that is another reason that it will be available all the time. So it's like I'm sending an email today, and maybe the person might search after 1 month and then they will come back. But okay, I saw your email ID, I got your number. Can we talk? Or can you check something, right? So it's like it's there in the inbox, and it's one to one, a direct communication with the readers, with the audience, not the readers, with the audience. And therefore, email marketing is very used, very much used, and it is used by top organizations like Google and Facebook. Yes? Yeah. Um, Contact people directly, absolutely, in their inbox, right? So that is why we still use email marketing. Many of you are here who wish to have a blog, and we who might have a blog and already running a blog, and you will be looking to grow your audience, right? This is the tool that you can use to grow your audience. And the best part is, at least for some, to a certain extent, it is free. After some, when once your the size of audience grows, it might become uh, you have to spend some money there, but usually it is free for to an extent, right? In social media, in Google Ads, you have to start paying from day one. The moment you create a paid campaign, you have to pay some money. But on email marketing, you have certain limitations. You can send emails for free, right? Yes, so you own your list exclusively. Yes, Professor Quincy, you are absolutely right. Right. Neeraj is saying by email marketing we can target a specific set of group. Absolutely. Now, let's say a few use cases. So Aman writes a blog every week, like many of us do that, a blog per week. After publishing 12 blogs and promoting them on social media, so a person, Aman, is writing a blog every week. So after 3 months, maybe he has written 12 blogs, and he is promoting that on social media. Every blog, once he publishes them, and then he is promoting that on social media. He has seen that the moment he promotes his blog link on social media, he gets some traffic. But then if he does not get any repeat traffic or from repeat visitors. So it means every time new people are coming in, or maybe just from his social network people are coming in, but he's not building new audience, new traffic, right? What can he do to boost his blog views through repeat visitors? Yes, yes. So what could be the reason? Yes, can you give me a solution for this? How can Aman use he can start getting enough repeat visitors if he is writing blog continuously? What could be your answer? What could be your strategy? Do not think just in terms of email marketing, but think of in terms of any marketing strategy. Mutsar, I will tell you how to use MailChimp. Don't worry. You don't need to search anything on Google. Yes? So JP Nair is saying after sending the message, we can follow up with the targeted customers about their choices. I think he's talking about the email campaign. You're right. Can you answer this question? What can Aman do to increase repeat visitors? Yes. Um, I'll be waiting for your answers before I move ahead. There is some gap between when I'm speaking and when you can hear because of streaming issue. Please bear with me for that. Maybe giving them a reminder, ask for subscribing. Okay, Suma is saying ask for subscribing. Alina is saying send them a reminder. Where will you send them a reminder, Alina? Priyadarshini is saying he can still in online presence that he is available all time online. Okay. Srishti is saying right of the SEO. Okay, fine. SEO is one way. It will take some time. He can get started with SEO. Then he can send email every time he puts a new article. But okay, like, all right. By notifying his readers through email, by following up regularly, send mails whenever he posts new video. Right? I can see that some of you are saying that subscribe. Okay, give them a subscription link, and the moment someone subscribes, send them an email every time you publish a blog. Right, that is fine. Dharni is saying small advertising. That is also fine. Small advertising will cost you some money, but then you will get some visitors. But think of one thing: if you give just subscription, will how many people will get some subscription? So you have to give something so that people will give their contact details to you. So you have to be a little more smarter. Let's see how he can do that. So Aman may decide to write a story in 4 parts. I'm just giving you one solution. There could be multiple solutions, but I'm just giving you one solution. He can write the stories in 4 parts. He then may ask his audience to subscribe to his blog to get update when the next episodes of the story are published. Okay, or next episode of the story is published. So suppose you decide that as a blogger you are going to write a story and you will write into 4 parts. And you make it interesting. You say that okay, one part is right now. For the next part, subscribe to our newsletter so that you will get a notification. Maybe if the story is good, people will, and of course, I'm talking only about good content. I'm not talking about just paraphrasing and all. So if the story is good, some people will definitely get curious about it and then they will subscribe, right? So that they will get more updates. So it is just that for one story they are subscribing, but then Aman is getting some audience base that the moment he will publish next blogs or next sequels, like Suma is saying, he can send emails. And the best part is that okay, Sampa is saying, how can I make my blog more interesting? Sampa, we will take that in a different session. Today we are going to do about creating more audience. So let's focus on that. Yes. So now, yes, so this is how you give something to your reader and get their email ID, get their contact details. You have their contact details. It will act forever, right? You can, the moment you publish a blog, you send them a link. Not just that, you can take their feedback as well. You can ask for more ideas that which on which topic I can write the next blog. So people, when they are looking at something, they will read more and engage more, right? So yes, absolutely, Debmitra, you are right. In fact, you will see all the episodes like if there is a crucial moment, they will stop the episode. Okay, now be ready for the next episode because then this is how you hook the reader or viewers that okay, let's meet again next week, right? So this is one way you keep getting uh, building a loyal audience, right? There are a lot of other ways, by the way. Some of them we discuss in the future episodes. A lot of them we cover in our digital marketing course, but we will cover that some of them. So this is one solution. Then, second, so for example, Priya sells bakery product. She gets around 450 new customers every month. She has recently introduced new products in her shop. She wants to promote the new offerings to existing customers. This is called cross selling. And now, which is the best way she can do this? Right? Can you answer this question? So, All True is asking how to do email marketing. All True, please wait for a moment. We will cover that shortly. We are talking about email marketing only. How to get subscribers, how to put that, the entire mechanism that we are going to do right now. We will uh, do that. We will cover that right now. Yes, so what about this one? Can you answer this? Supply samples? Dharni, okay, but yeah, that would be slightly costly, mechanism. Anil Vinayak is saying direct marketing through email, WhatsApp. Absolutely. That is also there. That can also be done. Um, so, a simple way, in the most simplest way, as Anil has recommended, that you simply include their email ID, and whenever you have a new product, you send your existing customers about some kind of discount or offers so that they can come and try. And since you are already doing it, you will tend to get more existing customers, and this is how you will get your sales from day one, right? So email marketing is, once again, it is one of the best mechanism to uh, for cross selling and upselling to your existing customers. All right. So that is one of the best way. It cannot be done through other forms of marketing, right? If you go on social media and Facebook for remarketing, those who know digital marketing, it will take, you cannot target just 450 audiences. Absolutely, yes. She can create an email and send Devmitra Alina. Yes, yeah, you're right. Now, let's move to the use case 3. Raman offers branding and designing services to his business clients. His website gets 300 visitors per day through various digital marketing campaigns. So his website is getting around 300 visitors per day. However, he generates only 2 leads per day. So 300 visitors are coming, but just 2 are converting into leads. Means people are sending their contact details. They are contacting. How can he increase the number of leads from his current website visitors? So you are getting 300 visitors, but just 2 are converting on an average. Just 2 are converting in terms of leads. How can you increase the number of leads from the current set of customers without increasing the budget? What could be the possible way? Yes, so it's like you already have visitors. Number of leads as per you, it's not much. You want to increase, get more leads from the visitors without spending additional money in advertising. How can you achieve that? Yes, so yes, Professor Ekpinsi, you were right about the second use case where notifying customers about the new products. Absolutely. What about this one, use case 3? So, yes, answer this. How can you increase number of leads from your current visitors? Yes, now I'm getting through some lucrative offers. Okay, add video so that they can. Akshay is saying add video so that they can easily get. All right, Akshay. Sampa is saying through some more lucrative offers, offer some lucrative things. Okay, discounts. Right, this is one way. There are simple way also, and that is another way, that ask referencing among family or friends to recommend his services to others. Priyadarshini, you can do that, but you know what? There is limited number of friends and families. And basis on that, you cannot really grow your business to maybe 1 crore, 2 crore, 5 crore, 10 crores. right? So that is the reason. Check for visitor specific need by some from kind. Okay, which kind, Sony? The Mitra is saying by personally contacting them, repo building, but they Mitra, they are coming to your website. You really don't know who are they. So 1% conversion seems good. Deepak, it is good. What if we want to increase more? Because some of the industry leaders tend to get 4, 5, 6% as well. Offer gift vouchers, etc., for introducing new visitors. Let's see this. Um, what about this one? Let me check the solution. Let's consider the situation. Number of visitors per day is equal to 300. Number of leads are 2. Okay. Then question how to convince remaining 298 visitors to give their contact details. Now there could be multiple solutions. Some of you have already suggested, right? So social media from on website, clear videos, etc. Rinki is saying creating some exciting call for action where visitors will give their email ID. Absolutely, Rinki, you were right. I'm just adding more specification to it. I'm making it more specific. Dev Mitra, again, how you will contact them on social media? Because they're just visiting you. They're not giving their contact details to you. You simply ask for more contact details. Twitch or something on the website to get their email IDs. Absolutely, Alina. So it's like giving something. So I'm saying that, okay, remaining 298 visitors are just going up, giving. They're just giving up and going, leaving your website. So you need to act. And how will you act? When a visitor is about to leave the landing page without filling the form, the website can show a pop-up stating 5 quick design fixes to triple your social media engagement. Now this is a strong call to action as Rinki said. Download the free actionable tips now. Now there could be out of 298 people, some people would definitely be interested in, okay fine, let me see just 5 quick design fixes and I can increase my social media engagement by thrice, 3 times. Let's get that. So even 3 or 4 visitors will give their email IDs to download the tips on a daily basis. On a monthly basis, he can get around 150 to 200, and in fact, even more than that because the ebook will interest a lot of people. And later on, once we collect the email ID, he can keep sending his case studies on how he did well with his clients, how his designs help their clients improve their uh, sales, marketing, branding, awareness, etc., etc. That is how you will get. Uh, he can increase his conversion rate from earlier just 1%, maybe even less than that, to maybe 3 to 4, even 5% by changing this solution and giving something to the reader so that they can give their email ID, right? So that is another best example of email marketing, which is not available in other forms of advertising like social media, like Google Ads, because for these two or other forms of advertising, the users will leave the website, right? But this is like on website, people when they are visiting you, you capture their email ID by offering something. So that is another example of the uses of email marketing, right? So I just gave 3 solutions, use cases. There are a lot many other examples of why you should use email ID and why it is used. It is also used to send transactional emails. Like the moment you create an account, you get a confirmation, right? That your email has been confirmed, or verify your email address, or the moment you buy something, you get a welcome email, or the status delivery, that delivery of status of the delivery of the goods, that you have bought something, now it has been shipped, now it is out for delivery, now it is delivered, etc., etc. These are also example of email. This is also used, the concept of email marketing is used to do those transactions email, that they are called transactional emails because they are not promotional in nature, but then the concept remains the same. if you will understand, if you will study email marketing, and if you know it, you can also cover the transactional email fairly by making some efforts, right? So now we have understood this, that email marketing has its own advantage, right? Now let's see how you as a beginner can start with email marketing without having any technical knowledge, without writing a single line of code, and without paying a single penny. That is more important, right? So now let's see this. um, so before we go ahead and think of email marketing as a tool or the platform, let's discuss how a normal email looks like, right? And based on that, it will just give you a mind frame of how you learn email marketing the best possible way. So let's now see that. I will just use my demo dummy Gmail ID that I have created to show you how do we use normal Gmail, which all of you do that. Just have a look at this. So this is the Gmail ID that I have created. I go here and click on compose, right? The moment I click on compose, you will see that Alina is saying, is it possible that we ask our audience to send their writing samples to get evaluated when they come to our blog? Why not? Of course, that is one of the best way. But then you are assuming that your audience is also writers. So when you are writing a blog to help people improve their writing skills, then of course you can uh, ask this, right? If your audience is writers, it is one of the best way to capture their email IDs, right? Yes, so this I was talking about. So this is the email ID, right? This is how we standard email that we use. Now, to do that, to send an email, what do? You type someone email's ID, right? So suppose I'm typing my own email ID. So I type my email ID. Okay. Then subject. In the subject now so before you write to, right, to whom you want to send the email, then from whom, from which email ID are you sending? So I'm using a dummy email ID like this. So I'm using this email ID that you use to log in, right? So from, to, then from, then you have to understand the subject. This is a test email. Yes, subject, and then the body. This is email body, right? These are the only three things or four things basically. To which email ID you are sending, from which email ID I am sending, subject line, and the body. Only four things that you have to understand, and email marketing is done. It's that simple, right? Okay, Alina, I give you I hope you got the answer. So, for example, if they want to know how well they write or want to get their write-ups corrected, of course you can, Alina. I hope you got the answer. Yes. Yes. So these are the four things that you need to understand. Apart from this, there are a few things more. Just two things more. In fact, just one thing. Is that this one? Okay. So to, I told you to, from, subject line, there is something called email preview. Okay, email preview. Now, how does that work? So, email preview is something like this. See, I have got one email from Yoast, and then it got 20% off everything, a gift for you. This is the subject line. And then here you see, here are our favorite products. Claim your 20% discount today. Now, this is called email preview. This is not necessarily this one, this much, this way. This is not necessarily the content of this email, but this is just the preview that the readers will, before opening the email, before clicking or before opening the email, they will just see the subject line, and this is email preview. So a combination of subject line and email preview make sure that people open your email ID, right? So we also pay attention to this email preview. This is not available when you use a simple Gmail, but this is available when we use an email marketing tool. Uh, then in this case, so for example, I got an email from MailChimp. I have taken the mobile version. Once you will open your mobile email ID on mobile, so the first is the sender's name. The second line is the subject line. And the third line is again is the email preview. So here I have written email preview. When we will do email software, you will check that. Body we just saw, whatever you write in the email, that is body. And then one thing more, if everything is available on Gmail, then why do we need to use a software to send an email? Why can't we simply use Gmail to send bulk emails? Um, the reason for the same is um, Gmail will block you if you keep sending more than 100, 200, 300 emails. Gmail will block you, or it will start sending your emails to spam. Okay. Plus, there is a limitation that you cannot send more than 500 emails per day using Gmail, right? So there are a lot of limitations. Plus, what if someone says that I do not want to receive your email? So once your email list grows to 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, it's very difficult to use Gmail. It's impossible, not difficult, it is impossible to use Gmail to send your marketing campaign, and therefore we use uh, an email marketing software, which we are going to discuss that. Now Dev Mitra is saying, explain one more time. Dev Mitra, what kind of question? Can you please type the topic so that I can explain that one more time? um, Anil Vinayak is saying, sir, tell if the customer do not want to share personal email for business. That is okay. It is not necessary that you will be using personal email. I mean, yes, it is there. Uh, Even if you send through Gmails, it does not look professional. Also, you send email ID from your official email ID to the customer's official email ID. That is also the thing, right? So, but then I am just explaining this. The feature of Gmail, because you will understand how email marketing software works. So you have to take care of four things. This to whom you are sending the email, then from which email ID you are sending, okay, then the body of the email, right, and the subject line. The email preview is this. Look at this. I've got an email from Neil Patel. This is the subject line, like new Uber suggest Chrome extension. And this, you have been waiting for it, and today it is finally. Before opening the email, the ones that we are, Devmitra, I'm explaining the email preview. Before opening the email, you will read two things. One is new Uber suggest Chrome extension. This is the subject line. And then you have been waiting for it, and today it is finally. This is the email preview. Okay, so before opening the email, a reader can look at the subject line, the sender name, the subject line, and the email preview. Once we click that, this is the subject line, okay, and this is the body, right? And of course, you will find an option of unsubscribe also. Unsubscribe and update your profile. So this is not there in standard Gmails. We should always give a preference, an option to your audience to unsubscribe. In case if they do not want to receive your email, it's okay. Simply unsubscribe. I will not mind. Thank you. So that is why you put unsubscribe as well, because you cannot send an email to a person who do not want to receive your email ID. Right. So now, Sampa, I hope you got it. Once again, the email preview is this one. It is not necessary that this will become part of the body of your email, right? This email preview looks here. After the subject line, it looks Sampa here, just after the subject line. And I've taken some of these examples, like 20% off everything of gift here. And then this is how it looks like, this part. Okay. So, all right. Now let's go to email marketing software to create our campaign. So we will use MailChimp.com, and I will give you a link over here so that you can go and use that. MailChimp.com. Use this. Yes, Anil, this is what I'm saying, that Gmail is not fine, not at all fine. For business marketing, for any email marketing, Gmail is not fine. I just answered that because many people tend to ask that question, that can't be sent through Gmail. So that is not possible. It is difficult. It is not professional. So this is the tool that we use for email marketing. I will just type it for you. There are many tools, but here we are going to use MailChimp to explain this, right? Now, if you click here, if you simply click on MailChimp.com, you can also search in Google. You can type MailChimp, okay, and search here. And it's better that along with me, you do it so that if you have any questions, you can ask me. So MailChimp, then I will click here, the first result, MailChimp all in one, two, okay. Then I will go and click this. I have already, I will just try to, let me take a guest account so that you can understand. Okay, so MailChimp, this one. Then you go and click on sign up for free. Okay. Now here you have to use your email ID. So I'm using a dummy email ID. So create that. Okay. And enter your password and then click on sign up. Once you do that, you will receive your email. You will receive an email from MailChimp. So we will check the email. We have got this email ID, right? Now you have to click on activate account. I will just go on this browser and I will click here. You simply have to, in your case, you simply have to click on this. Okay, activate account. You have to click here, and you will, this page will appear. Once you click on activate your account, this page will appear. And if you do that, it will be I am not a robot. So click over here, or just do one thing right now. Do not, I don't want to take your attention. Just pay attention to this on my screen right now. And then you can, of course, later on, you can watch this video once again. It will be there as a recording on our channel. You can watch this and sign up later on and try this because it might have some problems. So again, come back, watch this video right now, just understand, and this happens. Now here the free plan, you can begin with the free plan, and you can change the billing account as well in INR, but there is nothing. I mean, you give up to free plan. See, up to 2000 contacts, this is free. Okay, so you will have to choose free plan and then click on complete, right? So Then you have to, once you click on complete, then you have to set up the account. There you enter your first name and last name, click on continue. Finally, name of the business, I'm just entering any name. Do you have a website? If you can put here your blog. So suppose you have a WordPress blog .wordpress.com, you can put your Medium blog or any blog, right? Continue. And then it is asking for address. See, address, why they ask for address? Because there is something called Can Spam Act for email marketing, which takes this address. It is mandatory to mention the address in the footer of the email, and that is why it is asking for the email. You have to give this email ID, right? And suppose I give this city, it is taking automatically, pin code is right, and phone number is optional. Click on continue. Once you put that, do you have any contacts? Yes, no. By the way, these forms you fill up anything, it does not matter. So you can fill anything and then click on continue. What do you offer or plan to offer? Services, or maybe just you write a blog, or maybe you can skip anything. There is an option to skip also. Click on continue. And do you sell things online? Maybe yes. Want to stay in loop with MailChimp? You may subscribe to MailChimp if you want, and click on this, right? So now this email, the account has been created. What I have done is, if you look at this presentation as well, which I will put this in the description of this video this time for sure. I will put that in the description of this video. I have given you the step by step here as well, right? This is MailChimp. See, this is in the presentation I have given this, that once you sign up, once you create an account, this will appear. Okay, so in that particular case, this is how it has appeared. You finished setting up your account, connect your store, start designing your first email, add your contacts, and start sending the email. What you can do is simply click on skip this step. I will do this later. I will do this later, and I'm good. Just for formality, you just do that so that you get onto the account quickly, right? So this is now your software is now ready. Okay, you can start sending emails, right? So this happened. Now, once you start creating, this MailChimp also offers a tool to create a free website. If you do not have a website, you can use this tool to create the free website. Else, you can just skip that. It is not needed. What happens is, sometimes, suppose you have to create a new offer. Okay, offer like, suppose somebody, Alina was saying that she wants to give an offer that we can evaluate your content, get in touch with us, right? So in that case, if you want to run that offer, you may create a landing page, a website content, a landing page, and using MailChimp, and you can run the campaign. But that is optional. The primary part is the email part. Okay, do not get distracted by this free website, right? I just mentioned that. Then you have to, the next step that you need to do once you create this, okay, in MailChimp, we cannot do funnels and other things like ConvertKit and Wherever ActiveCampaign. Akula, see, this is a very beginner and starter course. It is very important before we go and create any kind of funnels and other things. It's better that you learn the tool first. You understand the philosophy behind email marketing. There are enough automation tools over here as well that can be used. Okay, once you learn, because to learn, MailChimp is the best tool, and then you can use more advanced tools to send various automated email campaigns, but that is not needed, and they are paid software as well. They are not free tools. Okay, they are free just for a trial version for some time. It's always better to begin with MailChimp. For beginners, it's best to begin with MailChimp and then proceed to more advanced software depending on your needs. Right, Akula? So, okay, so now you are here, and the next thing that you need to do is you have to add an audience. Okay, that is your subscribers list. As I said, remember this, that what you have to worry about, the to, then from, and then subject line. So here we have to talk about to whom you want to send emails. And the best part of email marketing is that you can send n number of people, thousands and thousands of people at once. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is now manage your contacts. Okay, update your contacts. Now, in any email marketing software, you will find that the contacts are organized in various lists. So you will upload your list 1, list 2, list 3, etc. Right? It helps you send email only to relevant content. Right? So suppose you have 3 services, you will create different email list so that you will send emails of a particular service. So for example, you have 2 services. One is in software development, another is in digital marketing. So what will you do? You will create email list of people. List 1 would be software development list, where people who are interested in software development, you can have one email list for them. People who are interested in digital marketing, you can have a separate list for that. Similarly, if you have to send emails related to career and jobs at your company, then you can have a different list. For people who are interested in jobs in your organization, you can create a separate list for that. So what happens if you have to send jobs in your company, you will only send to the potential candidate who are interested in your company. If you have to send any update related to digital marketing, then you will send email campaigns only to people who are into digital marketing. This is how you create various lists and upload that in the software. This list can be known by different words in different tools, but this is how they are different lists. Okay. Now, this is a question to all of you. Can you recommend the email list for ECT? How many lists should we have as a ECT, as a training organization? We have 3 services, for example. One is for content writing, digital marketing, uh, communication skills and personality development mainly. So 3 courses. Can you recommend 3 lists for ECT? How many lists we should have, and which would be those lists? Yes, please. You have to recommend the list for email marketing, email list for us for ECT as an organization. Also, if in case if you are having an issue, you can create the software later on. In case if you have any questions, uh, feel free to get in touch with me. I will help you create that campaign and get the software. Yes. So, um, anybody can you recommend the email list for ECT? Yes. Anyone? One list for new leads. Okay, Deepak, you are right. What about other lists? Yes. Um, just to help you with this, so I will just opening the website so that you can get a fair idea for those who do not know us. So these are the courses which is there. Okay. So two would do. Devmitra, yes. Which two? Um, which two, Devmitra? One list for current students. Okay. For each training new module, at least two. One for about new features in the course. Okay. For existing customer, separate group, right? One for who completed your course. Yes, Deepak, right? And okay, what about others? Anything else? Any other suggestions? How many lists should we have? Old students, right? Three lists, each for a different service, and maybe a list with combination of services. Alina, you don't least need a combination of services, a different list, because you can, in any way, while sending, you can use these two lists, and you will send to list one and list two both together. So you don't need to combine those for already users. Right, sir. Anil, sir, you are absolutely right. So we have around these four lists. So one will be the master contact, all contacts. Okay, this is built automatically. So once you create 5 different lists, an automated master list will be created. Okay, which will, the name would be all contacts. Then there are lists for one for content writing, another for digital marketing, the third one for personality development, and the fourth one who have already done the course or who are already enrolled. Okay, so these are four lists that we should keep, minimum of four. Then, in addition to that, I can have more people who want to join in for our jobs and all. But then, for that, you will not use email marketing because uh, you why to invest time? You invest time from where you earn money, right? So yes, so these are the four lists that you manage. So remember, whenever you upload a list on uh, MailChimp or any email marketing software, you always upload them and store in a list. And then if you have to send, suppose I have to send, for example, this live session email when I have to send, I did not combine the two lists into one, but I simply send that same email, okay, to content writing course as well as digital marketing course as well as existing students, to everybody. So this is how you combine that. Now I have explained this for how do we upload existing contacts in MailChimp software, in tool, MailChimp tool, right? We just have one service. So Alina, if you have just one service, then one list, that's it. You don't need multiple lists, right? If you just have, for example, content writing service, have just one list, right? You don't need more than one. You can have one more list for existing customers and one for new leads who are not customers, right? So now let's move to, this is the list, this is the step-by-step procedure on how do you uh, manage, how do you add contacts. Now I will show you an example of how do we add contacts. So we will go on audience here. Devmitra, yes, I will just talk about it on how do we use it through Excel. So we will go on audience. Now I am explaining you how do you upload your contacts from Excel file. Why Excel file? Because in the beginning you may have some database in the Excel file. Later on you can use the sign up form so that people can directly subscribe on your website. But in the beginning we will use just this, we will just use this from Excel file. Okay. So suppose we go here, then audience, click on the audience and then come here. There will be import your contacts. So once you will click import your contacts, it will come to CSV or tab delimited text file. Remember, when you have to upload your data, okay, contacts on any software, we always use this CSV format, which is comma separated values. These two options are also there, but that they are more challenging. This is the best way. Now, what is a CSV? It is basically a X, which is converted into CSV. How? Let's see now. So I have opened list. Okay, I have created a list in Excel file, and I have included 4 email IDs over here. Okay, and what I'm trying to include, I'm trying to include first name, By the way, in any email marketing software you use first name and last name. Okay. Maybe if your names are separately, if you've stored your name like you've written as Saket Singh together, so even this, in the first name it will go to Saket Singh, so it will come hi Saket Singh, like this. So this is first name. Then you will have email. This is mandatory. So if you are creating a list to upload in your on your email marketing software, so this email header is mandatory. You cannot write like e and then mail hyphen mail. You cannot write like this. You have to simply keep this standard email. This is how you should keep this header. This phone of birth, you can include city, address, anything else, right? In the Excel file. Important things are email. This is a must. You must have the email. First name is there or not, or any other data or field is there or not, does not matter, right? All those who are trying to create the account, please pay attention here. I will help you in creating later on also. If you have any questions, I will address them. But this is an important concept. Please screen now. So yes, so this is the Excel file I have stored. Now what happens is, in an Excel file, when you have to upload that in your uh, MailChimp software, then you have to click on File and then click on Save As. Please note this, Save As. Okay, and it is opening. And then here you will see that you have to have file format is already comma separated values. Usually you will have file format as Excel workbook. This is how you will find. Okay, but what you need to do is you have to click here and select, and you have to find out comma separated value CSV dot CSV. Like, see, this one is dot CSV. This one, because this is CSV UTF-8. Okay, this is this CSV, which is simply comma separated values. This is also not Macintosh comma separated value. This is not there, just comma separated value, right? So I will select this one, comma separated value, and I will choose this one. Okay, and then click on save. Right now, once you will do this comma separated value, it will give a pop-up. Some features in your workbook might be save this as comma separated value. It is fine. Click on yes. Now this file is ready for upload on MailChimp marketing software. Just to give you one information, when you save any file as comma separated value, you can save any file as a comma separated value, then it puts comma in the backend after each cell, so it becomes in comma, and this is how it becomes easily for any software to understand that what is the data all about. Now this you have saved as a comma separated value. Now go here and CSV and then click on continue. Then it will ask for, once you will click on continue, then it will ask for upload your file. Okay, it is taking some time. It will just open up. Now it is saying upload your file. You click on browse. And now you have to upload your file, which is I saved this as episode 33 May 28. I uploaded this. Now click on continue to match. Now your data is asking, the software is asking, you have used first name, email, phone number, and DOB. See this, first name, email, phone number, and DOB. Now it will try to match its own fields. It is asking you what is the value that you've kept in the first name. So in the first name, it is the name. In the email address, it is the email. Phone number, it has phone. DOB does not understand, so you simply click on skip. Otherwise, you could have kept date of birth. So this field will not be uh, import it, that is okay. But don't go into, if you do not understand this, I can explain you, don't get into this. So first name, email address, this is most important. Once you have matched this, okay, first name, email address, then click on continue to organize. Okay, so now this is like tag all your contacts. So here it is how you tag. Now this is the list that we were talking about, right? You add your contacts in a different list. So now this is about the contact list. Which list? So these are some of the list: newsletter, new, staff, client, prospect. Suppose I have a different tag, so I can tag like this is as a content writing course, for example. Okay, and then this particular contact that I have uploaded, it will be uploaded in content writing course list. Choose status, subscribe, all right, and then click on continue to review. Once that is done, it is saying importing 3 of 4 columns, which was name, email, phone number, because DOB did not have any value. Okay, and then status of contact, subscribed, and then click on import, and this is done. Right now, this contact is listed over here. This has now come. Now you will see the list over here once again. Just a second. Yes. So I have mentioned this in the steps in this presentation file on how you can have this. Okay. Now the next, once you have uploaded the two part, means now you have done this one. Now you have done this two. Okay. Next we have to move to rest of these, from, subject line, email preview, body, etc. So now let's go over here. Create and send a campaign. To do that, we will go on campaigns. Now we are creating campaign. We have uploaded our contacts now. Devmitra is saying we need to put comma in Excel. No, Devmitra, you don't need to do anything. Simply save that as a CSV file and it automatically takes comma. You don't need to do anything. I just explained you the meaning of CSV. The meaning of CSV means comma separated value. The moment you save an Excel file as a CSV file, it will automatically in the backend will be saved with along with comma. It is not visible to us. It is visible to these tools and software. So you don't need to put comma. Is that clear, Devmitra? Yes. So now this is done. Then we clicked on campaign. We are now going to create a new campaign. So click on campaign and then click on create campaign. There are so many things. Don't go into all these. Just click on email. You name a campaign, test campaign, and then click on begin. Okay, now it is taking more than expected time, but please bear with me. It will not take more than, because now it's about to get finished. Two, now this is here, it is from which email ID you want to send your email, right? We will add from. Usually when you will add maybe your domain ID like saket@ect.co.in, your professional email ID. Then I will just talk about that. Usually I'm using a Gmail ID currently that you can begin with. Okay. And then click on from ID. Now here we selected to. Now we will select from and we will click on from. So the email will go from this email ID. Now the subject line. So we have to enter the subject line. Subject is, this is a test email campaign. and preview text. Now this I was talking about email preview. Okay, this is the email that opens in the snippet will appear in the inbox after the subject line. So this is a preview, right? This will come and then click on save. This is the subject line. Now you have entered the subject line. Now it is asking to design your email, which is the body of the email, right? Now I will click on design email. Okay, so um, now this is the body of the email. Here you can either create a template or simply write the text depending on how you want to do that. So click on design email. Then you will get some fixed templates, or you can begin writing your own email. Okay, these are the template builders that you use. So these are some pre-made templates. Okay, these are some basic ones. So let's begin with the basic campaign. We click here, and then now you have to edit your content. Editing is quite simple drag and drop like text, border text, divider, etc. You can drag it from right hand menu to left hand menu. Okay, so for example, this is the logo. This is where your logo will appear. So whether you want to logo or simply delete that, you can click on delete, or you can replace this logo. Alina's simple email is the best one because it looks very personal, right? Uh, the template designs, uh, it seems quite, uh, it's like you are sending mass email. Whereas if you send your official emails, you get on simple emails, right? So simple emails tend to create more impact. The focus is on content rather than the design part. Some people like design, especially suppose you are sending e-commerce, you are sending some products. So you need to add product images to showcase that, right? So except those, if you are just trying, the message is more important, just write the simple email, that is okay. So now here you will either delete this, or you can, if you have a logo, here you will click, from here you can replace this. So click on replace, and then you have to upload a file. Click on upload. I'm just trying to upload a like a logo. Okay, so it is not coming somewhere. Let me find out if I can find out the logo. I will use it. So logo, okay, here we got. So suppose I'm using this logo, right? So I will just use one logo, and then we will not use much of design. This is done. Selected, insert. The logo is inserted. You can make it, it's saying, this is such a big logo. Now display size, you can reduce it to from 100% to maybe 10% or 20% to make it small. Okay, this has appeared as an edit, uh, something. Okay, it's now there is an option of editing email as well, images as well. If you want, you can edit those images. Some small changes you can make. Now, yes, Elena, you can use all the creative fonts and all. Now this is the email. I have to change that. Here, the moment you will click here, you will get an option to change these things over here. And this is the editor that you can use to write different fonts, etc. So what I will do is, I will just delete everything, and I will write a simple email. Hi, this is, hi, I'm sending a new email test campaign. This is your email ID, phone number. I'm just writing anything. Okay. So suppose I'm writing that according to our records, this is following, or okay, let me make it slightly better. Okay, anything. So like name, email, phone number. Now what you can do is this, you can dynamically insert, okay, the things that you uploaded in your tool, you can insert this. So in first name, by the way, if you want to change this, you can simply go and make it like style. You can make it heading 1, heading 2, or whichever way you want to make it. Font. See, Alina, you were asking this one. You can change the fonts as well. Okay. And suppose I have to customize this. Okay. So hi, and then I will customize with the first name. And this is done through tags, merge tags. Okay. So here I will simply use first name. Okay. Now here I am sending, we have the following in our record. So it's like we are following details in our records. Uh, Suppose I'm informing, like you get messages from the banks. I'm informing that we have the following records in our details, following details in our records. If you want to make any changes, please let us know and we will make the changes. So now in that first name, every individual will get their first name. So I will use their first name. Where is it? It's first name. And then you can also use the last name. Sorry, it came once again. First name and then space, last name. Email address, we can use the email address. And phone number is like phone number. Please let us know if you want to make anything, and then thanks and regards, whatever you want to write, right? So you can use different fonts. If you want to write different use fonts, you can use font sizes as well. Okay, now you have done this, all right, and the next part is that, okay, you can click on continue. Suppose you've designed the email. I will not invest much time in designing, because you know that you can do that. So save and close. It's now click on continue. Once you've designed, click on continue. And these emails are automatically saved. So don't worry, in case if you leave, if you have to leave that in between, you can just do that. Now this is okay. Now you have designed the content as well. Okay. Now this is how the email will look like. Preview, you can click on preview to see how the email will look like. This is how it will look like. Okay. Then cross the preview and then go and simply click on, either you can schedule for to send at a later stage, or you simply click on send button and click on send now. And the campaign is now sent, right? The email campaign is sent. I will just show you how does it. This is high five. Test campaign will go out shortly. So it first schedules the campaign and then it goes on to send in just, it takes 1 to 2 minutes. So it will just send the campaign to these 4 people that was the which we had uploaded. And this is also gives the URL of your campaign. If you want to share, you can share this campaign also on various social media if you want. Like this is the link of your campaign. But that is not much of use right now. We will not get into that. We are just trying to understand how the campaign will look like. Those social media links in the end. Yes, social media links in the end, right? If you have various social media pages as well, you have enough liberty. So you can include your social media links in the footer. Like simply click on that. It will ask you for it will ask you for the link of your Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. You can send in the footer your various social media links, right? So once this is done, I wanted to show you in terms of how the campaign will look like. Okay. Now I will try to open the email ID, one of the email IDs where I've shared, and then let's see how does it look like. Okay. So give me a moment. I will try to just show that. So this is, in case if you have any questions, how do you connect those with the email? Alina, you don't need to connect your social media links to email. I will just show you that. Simply click on social media link, and you simply have to go. Suppose this is our social media link. Uh, this is our link. Okay. So you simply go there, copy this URL, and while designing, you can paste this link on individual icons, and it will be done. Okay, is that okay, Alina? Is that clear? So yes, so just a second, I will just show you how this campaign will look like. All right. So yes, any more questions about this? Anything else? If you have any questions, please tell me. Right. So now let's see how this looks like and how it has come in my inbox. I will now share. Okay. See how this has come. Okay. By the way, I forgot to remove these social media links, and therefore it has not come. It has not been removed. I should have either removed that or edited given the link. So yes, now it will look like you will just Senpai. Yes, I will just show you that. So yes, this is how it has come. Email has come. See, hi Saket Singh. I should have changed the font of Saket Singh also. It is not looking nice. It's so high. But now see the first name, email ID, and phone number I did not enter. But this is coming here. Okay, because it automatically picked up from the database that we had uploaded through Excel file. And this is how you customize your email. This is how you send a customized email to hundreds and thousands of people, right? This is how an email will look like. Okay, this is similarly it would have gone to all those tools. Okay, right now if I click on Twitter, it might go somewhere else because we did not see it is simply going on Twitter link, but we need to put the link while creating that, right? Um, okay, just hold for a second. I will explain you that as well. Okay, any other questions? Because now we have created the campaign, the email has been sent, and it's like you have done some part of the work. So, like, okay, you were saying that how do we integrate social media campaigns? So, it's like we can use mail merge of Word also, isn't it? Yes, you can use, but why to use that? Why do we need to make things complicated? Simply upload that database in your email, Excel file, and send it. Professor Ekpinsi is asking, what about authentication and subscription form to place on our website or blog? Yes, I will just explain that. The subscription form. Before that, I just wanted to clear this thing on how to send a campaign. Right now, Alina is saying, for example, if we ask our audience to fill a feedback form and we want them to receive an instant email saying thank you for your feedback, will MailChimp help us do that? Yes, of course, that will do it. So it's a fantastic tool. It will do that as well. So, okay, now we come to the next part of it, which is how do we. So, this we have done. We have written the subject line. We have sent a simple campaign, right? Uh, there are more than this that you can do, right? Um, let's see that as well. So now your question is that how do you integrate a sign up form? So now I'm going to cover these ones. Sign up forms, unsubscribers, these two things, and automated emails. Like somebody has just subscribed or given us feedback, then we send them an auto email that okay, thank you very much for the confirmation. Okay. And then how do we check reports? How many people have opened or click on the links? And how to build an email list. Now, how to build an email list, we will have a different episode for that because it takes a lot of time. But then you can use LinkedIn, etc., to create your own contacts in the beginning to create an email list. So now let's see this sign up form on how do you create a sign up form. Right, so this is the tool that this is where we were. Okay. If you click on this audience once again, it will tell you these are the contacts, top locations, etc. Right? Then view, see here you will see, and then sign up form. So you can create a sign up form from here as well. So click on sign up form and grow your audience with a sign up form. This is one way. I will just go and get into that. Another is view contacts. Click on audience and then click on view contacts. These are the contacts that I added. These are some automatically built sign up forms. So this is form builders. Form builder like build, design, translate sign up forms and response emails. Embedded forms, it's like within the email ID, within the uh, website. Subscriber pop-up, okay, when you have to uh, create a pop-up, like someone goes and there is a pop-up on the website, then you create subscriber pop-up. And then form integrations. This is slightly advanced. I will just leave it for right now. So suppose we have to create a form builder. We will click here, select form builder, and now it will ask which field do you want to keep in the form builder. Okay. Now it is saying that it's click to add a message. So here we put some strong call to action. So subscribe to our newsletter to get latest update. Right? Suppose I have written this. Yes, you can use any one, Devmitra. This one. Now see, it is quite intuitive. You can highlight and bold it also. It's entirely designs can be done. See, these are radio button checkboxes, Dropbox, date, birthday, address. You can ask n number of things. I will not go each of these details because it will take a lot of time. I'm simply just explaining you. These are address. These details are not required. Simply click on minus so that it will be deleted. Delete. Delete. It is saying to type delete so that it will be deleted. It is just making sure that you are not deleting this accidentally. So click on delete. This has gone. Now simply you can delete this birthday as well. If you don't need that, you can delete this as well. Right here, delete, click delete. If you want, you can ask for phone number or you can skip that as well. Suppose I don't have to ask this, so click on this, and then delete. It is also deleted. And then this is now subscribe. You can change this name as well. You can have get an ebook, feedback, whatever you want to have. You can simply change that as well. Right? Now, this is now designed. Now you can go and design it also, like adding some color combination, background, etc. You can go and make the changes. I will body, form, referral badge, translate, etc. You can go and make the changes and do more experiments with this and then translate it. Like if you want to put in more languages, you can do that as well. And then finally, this is the sign up URL that you will get. Okay. Wherever you have to put this, suppose I have to put this in the sign up URL, and if you have a free WordPress site, then you have to use this sign up URL. Why? Because on free WordPress websites like these, the ones that we had created here in the last one of the episodes we had discussed about creating a free WordPress website. If you have a free website like these ones, .wordpress.com or something, then you have to use it like a link URL. This is a URL that it has given. Okay, copy this URL and then you can use it anywhere. Okay, so I think now we are back. There was some issue with this. Yes, so now everything is fine. Can you hear me now? Yes. So there was a power outage. Those who have left the session, you can watch it later on. I will try to, in the recording part, I will try to cut this in the portion which was disturbed so that it looks continuous. I will try to do that. Uh, those who are still there, you can ask questions and let's complete this. This is the situation. There was a power outage, and that is why we just lost connection. Uh, but okay, uh, let's begin now. Okay, I think this is a good learning for us. For next time, we should be prepared for that this as well. Okay, cool. So let's start now. And I will just try to complete that. Okay. So, all right. So we were talking about the automated emails on how do we send automated emails and how do we create a sign up form. And I had recommended that this is one way that you can have your. Let me share my screen. Okay. So this was the sign up form we had created. Of course, you can design and make it better, right? And this is the sign up form. You can go and put it on your website wherever you want to put. You can go and put that, and it will be people can subscribe, right? This is clear. Then the next part is on how do we go to, and we just also saw that there was a kind of website that we had created. If you have a full um, free blog, right, like this one, then you can simply have, you can click on subscribe and put that link, and someone clicks it, they will go to the form, this form, and then they can fill up, right? This is one way. Then to have this, creating this now automated campaigns that somebody, the moment someone subscribe, they should receive a confirmation email, okay? And that confirmation email, you can go and look at this automate, and then email. We have to automate emails. Click over here, and there you will find certain inbuilt templates. So email subscribers, when they are tagged, the moment you add to a particular list, they will get an email. Welcome new subscribers. So the moment someone clicks on subscribe, they get an email, welcome email, saying thank you and whatever you want to say. Then happy birthday. If you want to send an happy birthday, for that you have to store and update your email ID as well. Remember that. And share blog updates. So help contacts keep up with your blog by sending new posts straight to their inboxes, right? So these are some of the automated campaigns. You can further, of course, build more on this, but I strongly recommend that begin with a simple welcome new subscribers. So click here, and then it is saying that campaign name single welcome email. You can change this as well. Account is ECT, and then click on begin. So click on begin, and Then you will come over here, right? So there, just give me a second. I'm trying to figure out this. Just hold for a second. Right. Yes, I'm back. Thank you very much for waiting for me patiently. It was a power outage and I couldn't help it. I was not prepared for it. I should have been prepared for it. So, though I was prepared for an alternate internet connection, I was not prepared for this thing. So, next time I think I should also include a co host that moment something goes like this, I can just tell them that, okay, fine, masses, this has happened because I saw many people uh, were leaving. Adimitra, thank you. Yes, I hope that was useful. Vijayanand Pujari, thank you very much. Thanks for your feedback. Now let's quickly see this. So we were trying to create single welcome email. So now here sends to. So new subscribe contacts immediately after they join ECT. You can also put edit delays and recipients. You can do that, some delay that today somebody subscribes right now, you send them an email 2 hours, 3 hours, one day after that. Then you have subject lines. You can create a subject line also. You can edit this form from which email ID you want to send. Edit subject. You can change the subject. Thanks for joining us. You can change the subject line as well. And the content also. Uh, this again, design and contact. You can change. Here I will just include one thing because some of you asked how do we include social media links. So I will just give you that idea as well. So suppose I have to include my Facebook link. I will give just one idea. Remaining you can do it on your own. And so this is now opening. Okay, and there you can go and do this. Just hold for a second. Thank you, JP. Nair. Thank you very much. So now it's opening. This is the design that you have to make it one time. Okay, and you're talking about the social media link, right? So simply click here, and it will tell you this link. Look at this link. Okay. Now you have to simply, so for example, our Twitter handle is ECT4. We will put it there. Our Facebook handle is this facebook.com/ecd.co.in. We will put it this. Website is, this is ecd.co.in. So we'll take this one. Okay. And then save and close. This is how you integrate social media accounts. It's that simple. Yeah. And then click on save and continue. Okay. And um, I'm just sending this email to you. This link, try subscribing and you will automatically get that email. Just try it right now live. You will get that email automatically. Um, so I'm sending this on the chat. Just hold for a second. All right, so let me send that on the chat. Okay, this is the email. This is the subscription link. Okay, all of you can try this. The moment you will click on this, you will get, you can log in and then you can subscribe to the email list, right? And you will get that automated email that we've just set, right? So this is how we create start sending. Let me first click on this start sending, start now. Then only you will get that. Yes, so you can try that link. You can try subscribing on the chat that the link that I've sent. Okay, and you will get that automated confirmation. Similarly, once you learn this, you can build over this and create multiple automated campaigns, right? Yes. So now this one automation is done. Similarly, you can build multiple email automations, right? Regular also. These were some automated. This is automated campaign. You can create this. Say happy birthday. So you will have to upload their happy birthdays, etc. This is how you will create automated campaign. Please tell me if you have any questions. I will try to answer that. But then I will recommend that if you are beginning to do email marketing, do not try doing complex things. Simple, put a sign up form, send a welcome email, and keep sending. Start with a regular email campaigns, right? And once you will see the response and once you will also learn the tool better, you will learn gradually to add some features and do things to make it more interesting, lively, and engaging, and customizing, personalizing, etc. Right? So these are the things that we can do. Any questions, feel free to ask. Meanwhile, we will just end this session in 5-10 minutes from now. Um, there are certain best practices that you should follow. Okay, by the way, one thing more before we move forward. Suppose somebody is saying, you sent an email and somebody sent an angry response that, look at this, I do not want to receive your email. Okay, please stop sending me emails. Sometimes it does happen, right? So what happens is, even though they have subscribed to it, so they have subscribed to that email ID, they will say that, sorry, I don't want to receive it. Strange, but that happens. In that case, you should not go and delete the email IDs. Many people make a mistake that, okay, fine, somebody do not want to receive the email. So simply they go on audience, okay, and then view contacts, okay, and yes, Banu, yes, so somebody has unsubscribed, then go, suppose this guy has unsubscribed, okay, this guy has unsubscribed, so I simply go and delete that, okay, uh, delete from here, remove, okay. Do not make this mistake, do not just delete this audience, okay. Someone who has said, or archive, in this case it is archive, do not archive or do not delete them. You know why? The reason for that is, the moment you will delete a contact because they do not want to receive your email, there is a possibility that accidentally you will add them again and you will keep sending them email, right? So what happens is that you delete them, and then in the future, suppose you are collecting more email IDs and uploading them once again through Excel, you may end up adding again. So it's like a double frustration. Why, despite requesting, why you are sending them email, right? So for that, the best way is select here and make them unsubscribe. Make them unsubscribe. Then this email ID will be, will be in the global unsubscribe. So even if you add this email ID 100 times in your list and try to send them email through the software, the mails will not be sent to unsubscribed users. And this is a best practice, not to send emails to unsubscribed users. Why to get into someone's life if they do not, right? So this is, you should not handle unsubscribe fully, okay? And they never, do not react angrily to their angry. Sometimes it does happen because in any case you are entering in someone's personal life bedroom without their permission. You shouldn't do that. There are certain best practices. You prepare an editorial calendar when exactly you would like to send an email. Maybe every Monday, every Tuesday, every Thursday. Just because it makes a habit. People tends to develop a habit of that. What next? Okay. Customize an email. Always put their first name. Call them, you know, first name, last name, whatever name that you call. Put something customized for everyone because this is what email is for. Else you can do social media as well, Facebook as well. So try to establish a personal connect. Then invest time in writing good subject lines. Subject lines are too critical to ignore. So it's simply invest time, put a subject line that attracts people, make them curious so that they can open the email. But at the same time, the subject line should be in, it should match to the body of the email as well. Okay. Uh, so many of you learn this on how to write good subject lines, headlines. Take that concept and use it here. Create a simple email body design to keep it real and more humane. In these days, things are being automated, so human touch, we are losing that. So if you bring that human touch to people, they are coming back. Check statistics, means how many people have opened, how many people have clicked, etc. Just to see that, suppose out of 100 people in your list, 10 people are never opening your email IDs. Then why to keep them in your list? Simply remove them, right? Delete them. Because if they're not opening your emails, it means maybe they're not interested, or maybe it is going in their spam folder. Maybe you can't help it to simply remove them. Okay. So constantly clean up the lists and keep it updated. Right now, I'm opening this for question and answer questions. Please ask if you have any questions, and yes, and after that we will end the session. Right. Reports. How do you check reports? So just you click on this. So suppose you go on reports, click over here. It's taking some time to net connection. That is okay. You will find what is the advantage of report. So it tells you how many people have opened, who have clicked, right? Like these things. So test campaign that I had sent was opened by one, clicked by one person. So you will have all the data with you, who opened the email as well. So what happens is that, so campaign overview, this is test campaign view reports. Let's see the report. And it tells you who has exactly opened, who has exactly clicked, etc. One person opened, one clicked, bounce. Okay, click on this open and it will tell you the number of people, the email IDs which exactly opened. Okay, and with this I will tell you, see, it's saying Saket Singh opened this email ID. And I will tell you an interesting story. I used to send emails, still send sometime, to earlier assignments when it was not decided. We used to decide after every class in the very beginning. After every class, we used to decide the assignments. Then I used to send emails to students of our own current batch of students that can you do this do this assignment before next Thursday. In the next class, a lot of people used to tell them that I have not seen the email. Some of them used to tell me that I have not got the email, matlab I have not received the email. But then I used to know very clearly that who have opened the email, who have clicked the email, and who have not opened the email. So it was like some people have opened the email, clicked the link, checked the assignment, but still coming in the class and telling me that they did not receive the email. So this is the kind of things that has happened. This is kind of something that, uh, you know, uh, so so tracking is possible. So please understand that whenever you open and click on a link, it is known to the sender that you have clicked or the link or opened the email. Right. So yes, that's all from my end. Please tell me if you have any questions. Else, we will end the session now. Yes. Yes. Any questions? And I'm sorry for that power failure. I mean, I can't do anything, so I shouldn't say sorry. But yes, I will. What I will edit those parts so that it's clearly visible to people who just missed them. All right. So thank you very much. Thank you, Anil sir. Thank you. I think we should end the session now because it's already stressed and has gone beyond our set duration. We will meet once again and on next Thursday, and we will come up with new set of concepts, maybe related to writing, business, digital marketing, or other topics. Yes. So now I'm going to end the session now. If you have any questions, please send on the chat or on my email ID. Also, like the video, subscribe to the channel, do share this video link in our channel on your social media platforms. All right. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you.